Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Now I recently purchased a Steam Deck which hasn't arrived yet, but in the meantime I wondered if I could sort of replicate the experience that you get with one. Now on Facebook Marketplace I saw one of these, Razer Kishi V2 I think they're called. It's basically a mobile game controller. I actually really like this because all I want to do at this time of year is sit around playing video games and eating cheese, and with this I can sort of do both at the same time. It's very comfortable. The analog sticks are really solid, triggers are really responsive, and because it plugs straight in to your iOS or Android device, depending on which model you get, there's no latency, and it also has pass-through charging so you can charge your phone while you play. Pretty good. Now obviously this is best suited to mobile gaming. It certainly hasn't helped my Call of Duty mobile addiction, but it has made it a lot more comfortable because before, with the touchscreen controls, my thumbs felt as though someone had taken a hammer to them for a good hour. That said, this video isn't entirely about mobile gaming and we must focus on the Steam Deck aspect of things. Now the experience we're going to get with this and what I'm about to show you isn't as good as natively playing on a Steam Deck, I'm sure, but hopefully this can help you out because we are going to be playing some PC games after all. As you can see here, setup is pretty easy. It's just a matter of sliding your device in between the adjustable grips, and once you're done it feels as though you're holding a regular console controller or a Switch Lite. A Switch Lite is probably how I can best describe it actually in terms of size and weight when using my iPhone 12 mini with it. The dimensions and weight of your phone or tablet will of course differ. As you know, the iPhone can't play PC or console games natively, but there are plenty of quality controller supported games available, including ports of popular PC releases. To play your PC library, however, will of course require outside help, the first of which is Steam Link. Now Steam Link works by streaming your installed games from your desktop to your mobile device. It's as simple as installing the app and pairing your mobile or tablet with it in the settings using a pin. As you can see, my iPhone is connected here. I've used this before, but the biggest issue I've faced with it in the past is quality and controller latency, not to mention that I couldn't support my phone physically and hold a Bluetooth controller at the same time. On a smaller screen, the image looks sharper than if it was being played on, say, a laptop, and of course the more portable experience overall makes sitting on the sofa at the other end of the house possible and comfortable. Control wise, the Kishi plugs right into the lightning port as I said before, or the USB port on Android devices, USB-C port, sorry. So the experience is very responsive and I don't have to balance my phone on one surface while holding a controller. It's now one whole unit, so to speak. We can adjust the visual quality settings of any game we play as we normally would, though on a screen this size, the difference between low and ultra seems even more negligible, especially in a game like Fallout 4 here, which looks very similar at every preset. I took a walk through Concord to see how easy it was to eliminate the waiting raiders, fully expecting the analog sticks of the Kishi to be overly sensitive and difficult to aim with, but there seems to be some nice weight behind them and they click down too like you'd get with a standard controller. I played for half an hour with no problems, and for reference here is my internet speed, which the Steam Link app itself said was fair, and then it said it was good once I closed it and opened it again. With Steam Link you can play anything that's installed on your PC on an external device. The other option we have, one that's really grown on me in the last few months, is NVIDIA GeForce Now, which supports over 1,000 games and connects to digital PC stores, including the likes of Steam, Epic and Ubisoft. With this you can choose from 2 premium plans or the free plan and stream games to any supported device without actually installing the game on your PC. If you own the game on Steam, for example, you can play it through GeForce Now and either resume from where you left off on PC or start from the beginning. On iOS, going to play.geforcenow.com and creating a home screen shortcut allows us to access the service on iPhone, where we can start browsing and or playing the supported games through the launcher of your choice. Kingdom Come Deliverance is probably the first game I'll be installing on my Steam Deck when it arrives, so I couldn't wait to try it out with the Razer Kishi. Unfortunately, there isn't much action happening. I'm just walking around aimlessly because I'm trying to play while looking at the phone screen through the camera screen, as well as trying to hold the device in shot. This isn't the best way to showcase GeForce Now, admittedly, but hopefully you get the idea. Again, this feels really responsive with the controller plugged directly into the phone, and it doesn't have too much of an impact on battery life either, because we are just essentially streaming the game as opposed to stressing the hardware, so that's a bonus too. It's quite difficult to show the true quality of the image as well, given that it's quite dark outside and my camera isn't all that great, but the clarity is surprisingly good. This is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt running with the next gen patch using the RTX 3080 GeForce Now tier. To have the power of this card at our fingertips, virtually anyway, is quite cool, especially considering that this experience is genuinely a very usable one. We can go into the settings and adjust things as we normally would do if we had a physical 3080 powered system in front of us. Nvidia asked me to make a GeForce Now video a while ago, and to be honest, it took a bit of a back seat because I just couldn't decide on the best way to showcase it. But I think using it in this sense is actually a pretty good shout. Here is footage from a few more games captured directly from my device. It's clearer to see that the image quality doesn't quite match that of native PC gameplay, but as I said, on a smaller display, it really is difficult to notice. Say you captured high quality footage of a game on your computer, transferred that video to your phone and then played it back. This is what the experience is like. Any slight dip in visual fidelity is sort of glossed over by the phone's small screen, but at the same time it's just about big enough to see what's going on, as well as being able to make out on-screen prompts and dialogue. Since discovering this Kishi thing though, I do wish I bought the bigger iPhone because I'm going to be playing on it a lot more. Cyberpunk 2077, Shadow of the Tomb Raider and Far Cry 5 all played really well, and actually I forgot how much I enjoyed Far Cry until today. I played it on PS4 all the time when it came out, as well as on PC, so picking up where I left off felt really nice, especially when it holds up graphically and runs on the ultra settings flawlessly with this service. Of course you have to weigh up the pros and cons, graphics card prices are coming down, so you have to consider whether just buying a powerful graphics card outright is the better investment. Of course you also have to think about the Steam Deck itself, the real thing. The cheapest one is $349 here in the UK, the one I've ordered because I'm just going to stick a fat memory card in it, and it will still be cheaper than the next size up. This has definitely given me a taste of what to expect though, and over the next few days when I'm sitting on the sofa, unable to move due to excessive consumption of wine and cheese, I'll be playing my favourite PC games on my iPhone. Who would have thought it? There are of course other services you can explore too. I think it's called Microsoft xCloud, or it used to be the Xbox or Microsoft streaming service, and I'm sure there are others as well worth checking out, but as for this one, these are two of the ones I plan on using and two of the ones I do use quite regularly now. So if you've enjoyed this one, leave a like, leave a dislike if you didn't, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, hopefully I'll see you very soon.